What's up, you guys? You guys are here with the bear, WallyAliBear. Show some care for the bear by liking this video. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Show some care by becoming a bear. You can do that by clicking on my subscribe button. Last time you guys checked off, we were reading, and we're going to be reading for the next 5 freaking episodes, probably. So I'm going to go ahead and continue reading right now. Hoxton slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Vice, what the hell is going on? Oh, wait, I already read this. Whoops, sorry. The insect screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as Hoxton's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, Hoxton removed his hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shakakaka, shakakaka, shakakaka. Chicka chicka chi 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 chi. Wooma, wooma. Seek, seek. As the insect's sympathy dimmed, another disciple, Hoxton began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. This kind of thing happens a lot in dreams, right? Maybe it's a key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 who suffers. It's a man, okay? The answer is a secret. The answer is a woman. How the hell should I know? Wait. With 1 it suffers. 2 is ideal. 3 is dangerous. Okay, it's supposed to be a man, but I'm gonna go with a secret. Here's left the test to him. Hoxton signed and gave the answer that only made sense. It's a secret, right? The sound of insects stopped, and suddenly, as it began to forest undergrowth parted before Hoxton like a rippling wave opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Hoxton moved on with a new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, oh gosh, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Hoxton after a bit. My brain hurts. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner, found themselves facing a clear forest. Spring, smiling, Hoxton picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I entered through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easily, barked Vice. Now answer it. Hoxton grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? A bird! It's a bird, you guys. It's sunlight. Sunlight. A plum of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight flitted through the trees and reflected off the plume of creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. I'm already 3 minutes in, and I'm reading way too much. It's all my year, said Vice softly. I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I've misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Hoxton, awakening Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. My vocabulary is terrible. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Hoxton walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Hoxton, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man had held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but I end 3 at night. What am I? You're a man. That one's a man. Hoxton tried to ask the cloaked man what he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer this riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Hoxton. Well, at least it's an easy one. For that, yep, you're a man. A demon. He's a demon. Or an angel. Mist evolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside. Oh gosh, he's naked, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Hoxton. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. You saw what? I'm sorry, I don't understand a thing you just said. It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the man at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. Hoxton watched. Mist seeped up from the ground, enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Hoxton and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Hoxton and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge it from its sockets. His right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we're successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Hoxton withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream still, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Hoxton filled him up on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Wait a second. That's crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? This is one hell of a story. 'Cause your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Hoxton and Mayor obediently reclaimed atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Vice. It is words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. I can't breathe. Gosh. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy. Their breath slowly. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I have felt tired since I was in prison here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year when they awoke. Things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their death dream. Oh, thank God. Hoxton shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. We made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We died. We did. I'm back. He blinked once, twice, as though not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream had started to spread throughout our village, and I wanted to. Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked. They glanced at Hoxton and shrugged without a word. The fighter reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some time to get some getting used to. A wary smile crossed the mayor's lips. Or awry. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, and then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memory. Superstition will only make our missions harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our faith in the gods. Whoa! The mayor shook his head. It's not the gods. The words legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a Silverse. Hoxton and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed the goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. Instead, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Hoxton mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and mysterious words he had left behind with them. I also saw a vision that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound weird, but I had a feeling I've seen you before, too. Hoxton tried to keep a straight face and fell, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyways, I figured out some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It doesn't mean anything. Hoxton gave the mayor a nod and smiled, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. I wish I understood what the hell was going on here. The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all. Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life. This is one of the most bizarre diseases I've ever had to encounter. I know this. That's why I have to help the other villagers no matter what. Obtain distilled verse. Oh gosh. Dark execution. Dark. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna read that. Okay. It's still verse that didn't take much effort. Yeah, I'll touch you easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village. You think too much about advice. I'm saving you guys. I can't. Oh gosh, you guys have been here with the bear. This is some care for the bear by liking this video. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. There was so much reading. I can't believe you guys stuck here for that, you bunch of losers. Subscribe, become a bear. You won't be a loser anymore. Love you guys. Later.